Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Brower and Rogue, and today we're going to show you how to make a practice clock. Just like with anything in math, there are a lot of ways that we can make a practice clock. I think the easiest way is using paper plates. If you have paper plates, you're going to want to grab 2 of them. If you don't have paper plates, it's okay. We're going to show you how to make a practice clock using just a piece of paper. We need to first make a circle. And I got a bowl from my kitchen that fit inside my piece of paper all the way around. And I'm going to trace that circle with something really dark. So I'm using a black marker. If you only have a pencil, then just make sure that you go around it lots of times. So we're going to trace all the way around our bowl a couple of times. Now we need to fold our circle to find where our 12 numbers will go. If you are making your practice clock on a paper plate, you're not going to fold your plate. You can start numbering opposite each other, your 12 and 6, and 9 and 3. So first we can fold our paper in half both ways, but be careful. We want to line up the edges of the circle because we're not actually folding the paper in half, we're folding the circle in half. We're going to fold, and I'm going to line up where I can see my marker through my paper with the other edge of my circle. So I'm matching up my black lines and folding all the way across. I'll open it up and do the same thing the other way. Matching up the black line that I can see through the paper with the black line of the other side of the circle. And I'm going to make a mark, a dot, right in the center, and where my creases cross my circle on each of those 4 points. I'm going to take one edge of my circle and fold so that my dot on the outside and my dot in the middle line up. So looking through my paper so I can see that my dots are lining up. And I'm not going to push down all the way across. I'm only going to push down where my circle edge is on both sides. And when I open it up, I have 2 more dots to make where my crease crossed my circle on each side. I'm going to do that again for all 4 sides. When you're done, you should have 12 dots. Next, what I need to do is connect my dots through the center. And I'm going to make these lines with pencil, not with my marker. I'm just going to use another piece of paper. So I line it up with 1 dot from the edge through the center dot to connect with a dot on the other side. This will help me make straight lines through my circle. I'm going to continue to do that with each pair of dots around the outside, going through the middle every time. Go ahead and do that now. What we're going to do now is fold along each of those lines. So I fold it all the way across, and then I'm going to push down really hard for maybe from the circle in the center to the circle on the outside. I only want about maybe half of that. So I'm going to really crease the half that's toward the outside edge on both sides. Go ahead and do that for all of your lines. We're going to write our numbers all the way around. We're going to tear using our finger. Put your finger right by where you're about to tear and pull just a tiny bit at a time. And we're not going to go past that halfway point. We want to stop here so that our clock stays connected. So go ahead and tear your halfway on each of your folds all the way around your clock. I need to poke a hole in my center of my clock through both pieces of paper. So you poke your hole. We need to make the hands of our clock. On my paper plate clock, I used some cardboard from a granola bar box so that I would have nice sturdy hands. You can definitely do that as well, but you'll want scissors for that. 2 different sizes of paper clips. Those work great as well. So as we know, our shorthand is our hour hand, our longhand is our minute hand. So I need 2 different hands and I need to check their length. So I'm going to lay my piece of paper with a little bit extra hanging over the center and fold where I see it's close to a number for my long minute hand. I'm going to tear that off. And on here, I can just draw an arrow at the end. So 2 lines pointing to the middle of the end. Make a triangle and connect it all the way down. And I need to do the same thing for an hour hand, but it needs to be shorter. So I'm going to use my minute hand to make a shorter hour hand. Now I need to poke a hole through both of my hands, and I don't want to do it right at the end because then it might tear. So I'm going to come in a little bit and then poke a hole through my 2 pieces of paper using my pencil. And when I line up all the holes, I will be able to make my clock. If you have pipe cleaners, work great. A piece of string can work, but what I found that works the easiest for so many things is a twist tie. So I'm going to come up through the bottom of my colored piece of paper. I'm going to put my clock on top, pull those together, and then add my clock hands. And I actually want the majority of it sticking out the bottom, so I'm pulling it tight toward the back. Then I can lay this flat or twist it in a circle to hold my clock hands on, but they can still move. On the back, I need to hold it tight as well, so I'm going to twist it. And we're almost done. If you have your paper plate clock, you already cut your sections, made your hands out of cardboard and stuck them together, also with a twist tie or anything that you had at home. Now we need to go through and write our minutes. Well, underneath our 12, we can put our colon to show the separation of hours and minutes. Underneath 12, 0, 0. Underneath 1, what comes next? 1 is 5 minutes in. So I put the 0 before the 5 because that's how we write time. You could write 5 minutes, you could write 5 after, and we can keep going around. So we've seen several different ways that you can make practice clocks at home. You might label some extra things, half past, quarter to, quarter past, o'clock. You might color in some sections. Great job. Have fun practicing skip counting, time, counting forward and backward, all the good things that you can do with your new tool.